Hello there, a very good morning. Yes, it's that time. It is 11 o'clock. It's high time we did our craft price drop online today. Great to have your company. Now remember, if you're watching us either on YouTube or you're watching us on Facebook or maybe on Periscope or something like that, please remember to take part in this show. You do need to go to craftpricedrop.com. That's the dedicated website for the online version of Craft Price Drop, and you've got to put the item when it's actually live on the auction in your basket and checkout to be in the auction. Okay, that's the way that it works. Now we've got lots of different things. We do tend to have kind of quite unusual things in Craft Price Drop online as well. Things that maybe we haven't got that much quantity of can go in there. So sometimes you see different things in this show than you would do on the normal TV version. Okay, so we do one at 7 o'clock and 7 p.m, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. every day on TV. And we do this one every day at 11 a.m. at craftpricedrop.com. Okay, let me explain to you how it actually works. You'll see the item number and the details coming up on the screen. So there's the item number, details of what the product is, and also the price underneath it. Now the purple box is what the price should be. The white box underneath it is, of course, where the price starts to fall and where the price starts to drop. Okay, now eventually down the bottom there will be at some point quantity. Okay, at some point quantity will be up on the screen. When it gets to 0, that means that that price in the white box will then be locked. Okay, so we never know how low that price is going to go. We never know exactly what people are going to be paying until you check out and it goes to 0 stock, and then that price is locked. Now the other way to take part in the show, of course, is to phone us. 01733 797 105 will get you through to the dedicated Craft Price Drop team. Different number to normal, 01733 797 105, or better still, put it in your basket and check out when you're on the website, craftpricedrop.com. Okay, that's the way it works. Let's get straight on then to something we did. Leonie and I did this the other day when we did Craft Price Drop on, I think it was a Wednesday morning, on TV, and it was incredibly popular because here you've got your set of 5 re-inks or re-inkers. Basically, this is embossing ink. So you can, of course, put this onto your ink pads if maybe they're running out a little bit, or indeed you can actually use it directly onto cardstock. You can paint with it if you want to, you can just squirt it or whatever you want to do with it. But this is designed for embossing powder to sit onto the top of it. And then, of course, you can heat it with your heat gun and it will then turn beautifully, well, almost like it will then kind of form like a glazed surface. Now, that price is starting to go down, as you can probably see. It starts life at £18.35. But it's starting to go down to £17.37. But how low will it go? How low will that price go? Is it going to go down to a tenner, 12, 13 pounds? No idea. £18.35. Let's get that price down. Let's get that going down as low as we can. Here's our first plummet of the online version. Here we go. £14.18 is all you're paying if you want to go for these embossing inks, and they're eco-friendly as well. You've got the reds, you've got your gold, you've got your pond green, you've got this lovely, they're calling that blotter, it's almost like a mustardy green colour, isn't it? Then you've got this colour, which is a lovely pink, the pink taffeta, and then at the end there you've got your garnet red as well. I won't take the tops off because they're actually sealed, but basically they can be used to re-ink ink pads. If you're finding maybe that you've got some dry ones, you can of course re-ink them, or you can use it directly onto cardstock if you want to. Put your embossing powder over the top. Now we're under a £10 note for all 5 of these, working out to £2 per bottle. And there's a lot of ink in each of these actually. You've actually got 15 mil, and the quality of the ink is it's really intense, it's really, really rich. People are coming in for these now. I'm not at all surprised. If you've got old ink pads that are just aren't as juicy as they used to be, why not invest in these inks and give them a new lease of life? It's a lot cheaper than buying new ink pads. You're actually getting 5. Now it's 15 mil, so that's 75 mil of quality embossing ink. And eco-friendly as well. Now we've only got 12 of these left now. I don't know if they're exactly the same colours that we did with Leonie the other day, or whether they're different colours. I can't remember the exact colours we did, but they are here for you right now. All unsealed, pristine, brand new, ready to reinvigorate your ink pads, no problem at all, and at such an affordable price. They're nearly half price. £9.85 down from £18.35. We've got 10 sets of these bottles to go around at the moment. We didn't have that many to start with, but a lot of you are already in. You're putting them in your basket and you're checking out. You can, of course, not just use them on ink pads. You can use them directly onto your cardstock. You can paint with them. do whatever you wish. If you've got a pen that can take ink, for example, like a fountain pen, you could even put that ink in the fountain pen, write with it. You could then even have maybe an embossed signature. How about that? Put the embossing powder over the top of an ink signature. Very nice. And of course, it keeps its wetness. Embossing ink needs to keep its kind of liquidity a little bit longer than standard ink. You don't want an embossing ink to dry that quickly, and that's what this doesn't do. Let the embossing powder stick to it, heat it up with a heat gun, you'll then have beautiful results every single time. Now, it's the lowest price this has ever been. Well, I don't know where we took it on Wednesday, but we didn't go as low as this. This is now exactly half price, or just below half price. £9.16 down from £18.35. Yeah, you're getting, well, basically, 2.5 pots for nothing, because there's 5 pots of quality ink just here. Embossing ink, £9.16. 3 left. How long is it going to be until we get to 0? There's 2 remaining at £9.16. Is that the final price, or can we take it any lower? Is that the lowest price it will go? I'm tickling it. Oh, a penny. I got a penny off. Oh, another penny off. Okay, 2p. It all helps. 1 left then at £9.14, below half price. Who's going to get the last set? It's gone.
Price lock.
B, you just got in at the last minute. Jeanette got in as well. So lots of you taking advantage of those. At £9.14, inks are on the way. Okay, now, fabric, more fabric for you. Now, whenever we do fabric on Craft Price Drop, the lines go crazy. Everybody loves a bit of maybe quilting, or maybe you can be using dies to die cut out. Maybe you're going to be making some bags. Maybe you saw some of our bag making shows that we did earlier on today at 9 o'clock with the lovely Lizzie. I'll be doing that show again with Lizzie at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Have a little look, though, at this fabric. Maybe cosmetic bags, maybe crafting bags for your pens, that sort of thing. You've actually got here from Perfect Occasions the Fabric Posy collection. And you've actually got 5 fabrics here in total. Over a metre, 112 centimetres by half a metre in width. That's what each of these panels are. £40 you should be paying for 5 pieces, which is really good actually, because that works out to about £8. Yeah, £8 a sheet. Well, it's Craft Price Drop, so you're not going to be paying that, anywhere near that, I can tell you that. But where it's going to go, how low is it going to go, that depends on you, how quickly you get in. Look at that beautiful floral pattern, isn't that lovely? That'll make a lovely cushion cover, or again, it could be a lining of a bag, it could be the outside of the bag, whatever you want to do. Maybe waistcoats, yeah, I've got to think about waistcoats, you probably know. Here you've got this, almost like this could be, I think it's more of a kind of a twig or a branch. Yeah, it's all to do with flowers and foliage. This is a lovely repeating pattern. Like that a lot, actually. With your blues and your greys. Almost like little crowns. Or they could be flower buds. Yeah, like little tulips, possibly. And then the last one, they're all floral, aren't they? This last one's got a little bit more colour going on in it. You've got purples and blues, dark blues and mauves as well. So they're half a metre wide by over a metre long. 112 centimetres by 50 centimetres is what you're looking at there. Now, the arrows are flashing. Okay, how low are we going to go on this? £27.42p, now £5.48 per piece of fabric, per piece of cotton. The Posy range, beautiful. They all go together well. And this is what I like about getting collections of fabric like this, is that if you wanted to put a quilt together, for example, patchwork quilt together, and you're thinking, well, I wouldn't have a clue. I would not be able to go out to a fabric shop and pick all random fabrics and know that they're going to go together well. But that's what the guys here have done for you. All of these will work in patchwork beautifully. I would not necessarily have thought that, but they do. And just seeing them here together proves that point. But are you going to be using them for patchwork, or are you going to be using them for other things? Are you going to be die cutting with them? Remember, the bag making dies that we've got on Hochanda today are the one-day special, so maybe you're looking for fabric to make into bags, into cosmetic bags, into clutch bags, that sort of thing. Maybe you're looking for things that make you think of spring and summer. Posies and flowers always have that effect, but you've got the kind of cool wintry colours here, but with like a floral and summer theme. And that could even be, that's just a repeating pattern, almost like a speckled egg design on that one. Really lovely. £25.92, we've got a saving of £14.08 at the moment off that starting price. And this is what we do at Craft Price Drop. Email in, get involved. We've got, who's on with us today? We've got Ross, and also we've got Emily as well, directing. I've got Ben on the floor as well, and I'm Dave. That's your online team for today. Great to know that you're watching, and interact with us on Facebook. Who's on Facebook this morning? Heather? Hello, Heather. Lucinda, you're there. Margaret, you're there as well. Just search for us. Just search for us on Facebook. Search for Hochanda and you'll find us, and you can take part in any online banter that lots of people come in on Craft Price Drop all the time. Every day at 11 a.m. It's a coffee break time maybe for you. Here we go. We're going down again. 1997, below half price. 5 sheets of quality cotton fabric. £3.99 for a piece of fabric this size is peanuts. Nothing to pay. That's really, really good value for money. Less than a £20 note, and here comes the quantity. We're going to show you exactly how few we have now. There's 15 sets of this left, with loads of you already putting it in your basket and checking out. And if you're not quite sure when to do that, now's the time to do it. When you see the item on the screen you want, that means the auction is live. That's then the ideal time to put it in your basket and check out, because then you'll only be charged the final low price. If you put it in your basket before we actually do the auction and you check out, you'll be charged 40 quid. Don't want that to happen. And if you put it in your basket after the auction's closed, if any sometimes bounce back, which can happen if someone doesn't process their payment or the card doesn't go through or something, you'll again then be charged the high price. We don't want that to be the case. Put it in your basket now, check out. Your debit or credit card will not be debited until the auction ends, until you hear the announcer say price locked, and then the final price will be what you pay. At the moment that stands at £19.87. What are you going to be making with this fabric? Bags? Quilts? Cushions? Waistcoats? It's entirely up to you. Beautiful floral fabrics. If you are making to sell, then floral fabrics and floral patterns always prove wonderfully popular. They always do. So whatever you make out of them, I'm sure they will fly. And if you have been inspired by those dies today, the bag making dies, grab some fabric, because you're going to be looking for things to make. The dies just cut perfectly every time. And if you want to see about those dies, by the way, they're on our website, hochanda.com. You'll be able to see them there, and you can buy them. They're the one-day special, so they'll be on again at 1 o'clock on TV this afternoon, OK? If you want that fabric, 1981, 2 remaining. Lots of you have them in your basket. Congratulations. Who's going to get the last one? Better than half price. Paula, you've just closed the auction. Thank you, Paula. Price is locked.
Price locked.
There's the confirmation. Everyone pays that final low price, which was and is £19.81. Now, if you are still shopping for presents, maybe you're the sort of person that kind of gets really organised. You do it in September, October time. Or maybe like my mother-in-law, you do it in January of the year before. Yep, her Christmas presents are wrapped up in January, ready for the following December. She's that organised. And if we lose weight or gain weight in between, you know, things are going to fit or aren't going to fit. You never know. But if you're doing some last-minute Christmas shopping now and you're thinking, do you know what, I need some pens. My son or whoever it may be in the family loves colouring in. Look at this. Look no further. Pentel, brilliant brand. Great brand, you know. Should be £61.39 for these. There's so many. Let me just show you here. Let me just show you how many pens you've got in this. It's a complete case of colour. And you've got various different types of pen in here as well. You've actually got some that you can use for your calligraphy. For example, here, if I just take the lid off, I think these might be sealed actually, but let's just see if I can, oh no, there we go. You've got a wedge. You've got wedge nibs on some of these. There's a wedge nib that you can probably see. So that's great for doing your kind of calligraphy writing. You get a few of those. How many of those do you actually get? You get 5 of the wedge ones. And then all the other ones, you get a total of 40 pens, but there are 35 with the bullet nibs. And then you get 5 with the wedge. And those are the bullet nibs there that you can see. Thank you, Ben. Just give you a little squiggle so you can see. I'll show you also how the wedge works as well. But Pentel are a great brand. They really, really are. So there's your felt tip pens. Let me just get the wedgy ones. I've got, I think, well, this looks actually quite, is this luminous? It might be. This could be a highlighter if you wanted it to be a highlighter. Oh, yeah. That's bright. Bright and vivid. So, yeah, you've got your highlighters in there. I think you've got a pink one of those and also a yellow one, a green one and a blue one. So they are highlighters, I think, but they're also great for your writing as well. I'll just take the green one out. There we go. Yeah, these are all highlighters, look. So if you just want to kind of pick out certain words or certain sentences in documents, that sort of thing, these are great for highlighting, definitely. So you get all your traditional yellows and pinks, but you've also got a green, you've got a red in there and a blue in there as well. And then the other 35 are all standard bullet nib pens. So that's only part of it. You get all of those, 40 pens in total. Then you've also got here, this is your pocket brush pen and refills. Now this is actually a permanent ink. Permanent ink is not going to wash out of clothes. It's got bristles. Basically getting 2 refills with it as well. So this is for either, they recommend that you use this for manga and for cartooning as well, but also it's great for actually writing your names maybe in the kids' sports kit and that sort of thing. You can actually, it's permanent ink for fabric, but you can also use it of course on card as well if you want to. PVC free. Basically, it's an empty pen, but of course you put the refill in there. You just kind of basically unscrew the barrel, screw it in. The cartridge will then be pierced, and then you'll have permanent ink for drawing, cartoons, manga style artwork, oriental calligraphy as well. They say it's very good for too. So you're getting both that pen and also the studio set of colouring pens for £30 and £70. Now look at where that price has gone. With me talking, I didn't realise it's gone down by 50%. Down to £30.70 from £61.39. 40 quality Pentel pens plus the permanent marker as well, or the permanent ink. It will not wash out. It's completely water resistant ink that's in that permanent pen. £25 and 3 pence, it's still going down. Treat yourself or someone in the family to the ultimate colouring set. And there are loads of different shades of the same colour. So like for your greens, for example, if you want to make very believable foliage, for example, or trees or anything like that, grasses, you've got probably about 3 or 4 different shades, 5 shades of green in there. Probably about 5 or 6 shades of red and orange and pink. There's 6 in each colour family, isn't there? 6 shades of blue there. It's a really good set, and you've got those highlighter pens in the centre. They're the ones that have got the clear caps to them. Really good set, complete with a handle as well, so it's like a little briefcase full of colour. A rainbow of colour from Pentel. 40 pens in total, plus the permanent marker. I say a permanent marker, it's not like you would normally expect a permanent marker to be. It's got a fine nib to it, and 2 refills in there as well, and refills are readily available. We are taking it now down below £20. You've saved over £42 off the price. Or nearly £42, about £41 and a few pence. £19.86 for all of this. You get 41 pens in total. 40 in there. Here comes the quantity. How many have we got? How many can we give you? 9 remaining, that's all. Lots of you putting these in your baskets and checking out now. Just after 11:15, it's our online version of Craft Price Drop. We do it every single day, most days. But usually it's usually every day. Occasionally, if for technical reasons we can't do it or whatever, maybe we have a day off occasionally, but most days at 11 a.m. it is here, regular as clockwork, just online. And this is where would we see this one on the television? Maybe you would. But normally we have to have higher quantities to justify the airtime, obviously. But online, we can put smaller quantities on. You see things that maybe you wouldn't normally see on the TV version. £19.86 with 7 chances to get these. They are for adults, they are for kids as well. They're a great comprehensive colouring set. If you've got your colouring book sorted but you haven't actually thought about the pens to do all the colouring in, here's your ideal answer. Should be over £60. Today we're in the teens now with this. All of these, 5 sets left. Again, you've got the pop studs, holding on to, of course, keeping the actual briefcase nice and firmly closed, but look at all those pens in there. Everything that you need for quality colouring. Maybe you're into design, maybe you're into fashion, maybe you like to doodle and sketch. Perfect for that. Also, you know, if you are possibly a fashion student or something like that, then this pen is fantastic because it's not only for paper and card, but also it's brilliant for fabrics. And remember, this is a permanent ink. It will not come out of fabric once it's been coloured. And it's a black ink in there, okay? Permanent black ink. 2 left, £19.78. That's all we're asking for these at the moment. The last one, absolutely perfect Christmas gift idea. £19.78. We'll get it to your home as quickly as possible without any postage as well if you're a Freedom Club member. Has anyone paid P&P this morning, Ross? No one. No one's paid P&P so far. Everyone's been a Freedom member. Less than 20 quid. Real bargain for those pens. Julie, you got the last one.
Price lock.
There we are. We're locked. That confirms everybody pays less than £20 for pens worth over 60. £19.78 is what everybody paid in that auction. Congratulations. Okay, now, This gentleman is going to be with us, I think, tonight on TV. He is. Phil Martin's going to be here tonight with a one-day special at 6 o'clock on your telly box. Tomorrow night. Sorry, not tonight, tomorrow night. Right, yeah, tomorrow night. I saw it on the schedule, couldn't remember exactly when. Tomorrow night at 6. Right, let's have a little look at what he brings us, though. He brings us great paper pads from his Expressions, the Creative Expressions set of paper pads from his Sentimentally Yours collection. Let me have a little look at this first of all. So one of them's Phil Martin's, the other is just Creative Expressions, okay? So if I open it up and have a little flick through, he's renowned for his brilliant stamps with all the different relations that you have in your family, all the kind of stylish fonts that he uses as well. But he puts these paper pads together and you've got some reversible papers on this. You've got the block colour on the reverse and you've got this lovely kind of time flies pattern on the front of it with hands and Roman numerals and clock faces and keys as well. But just flicking through, you've then got the positive and then you've got the negative. It looks almost like white embossing or like the faux bleach technique that often we talk about and we show on our screens. But these papers are absolutely gorgeous. They're untreated, so if you want to add any effects and add any more ink to it, you can do that. But you get the block colour on the back and you then, of course, get the pattern on the front. Really lovely quality papers. There's actually a total of, how many are in there? 48, 8x8. And they're 170 GSM as well, those papers. Really gorgeous. And then over here from Creative Expressions, not necessarily Phil's designing, but from Creative Expressions you've got all of these. Now these should be £24, £12 a pad. And this has got quite Art Deco designs to it. You've got that beautiful kind of, almost like a shell design. There we are, look. And actually, if you look on the back, this time you've actually got another shell pattern on the back in the same colourway, that beautiful blush pink. So these are quite pastel colours. Who says they like these? Lucinda on Facebook. She says, oh, liking these pads. Thank you, Lucinda. You know what to do. Pop them in your basket and check out. You'll then get them for the final low price, as everyone will do. Great to have as backgrounds, great to have for matting and layering. Just wonderful quality papers. And you're going to get 48 in here as well. Yeah, 48 double-sided sheets, 170 GSM, 4 colours, 6 designs, 4 sheets of each. There we go. Right. Now, what about if we can get that price down even lower? We've taken it down by half. Only paying the price of one pad, £12, but you get both. Only £6 per pad now. They should be £12 each for 96 sheets of quality paper. 170 GSM. Let me flick through the one that Phil's designed again as well. This is predominantly all about, you know, time and time flying, that sort of thing. That's what it gives you the look of. With keys, clock faces, pocket watches. But if that's not appropriate, you've just got the plain paper, which you can use, of course, for just generic crafting on a daily basis. Lovely palette of colours in here as well. Lots of flourishes on this particular one. Lots of you putting them in your basket right now. I love the fact that you can save 50% just like that, or even better than half price now, because we're down to £11.84, but we're going even lower. Okay, it's going, the arrows are flashing, the prices are crashing to £9.99. Wow. £5 a pad. That's amazing. That is amazing. Should be £12 each. £7 saved on each one. £14 you've saved just by tuning in to craftpricedrop.com. And remember, we are on Periscope, we are on YouTube, we are also being broadcast on Facebook as well at the moment, but the only way to order on this online version is craftpricedrop.com. So if you've not got that open, please do open that website right now. You can see everything in the show, but only put the items that we're actually live with into your basket, otherwise you'll be charged the full price. The live auction only. Everyone paying £9.97 at the moment. Here comes the quantity, 13 left. 13 opportunities. 13 chances to get these in your basket for less than a £10 note. And they are quality papers, as you would expect from Creative Expressions. This particular one, remember, that's the Phil one. The other one, this is more kind of, it's more kind of seashell patterns, to be honest. And rather than having a plain back, you've actually got a different pattern on the reverse. So you can trim those into little strips if you wanted to, use them as like border strips, make frames out of them if you wanted to do that as well with a paper trimmer. But really useful. They're not too bold. The colours are nice and kind of relaxed and chilled, so they'd look lovely matted and layered on the front of a card, definitely. Or you can use them in other things, other projects. Use them in your mixed media projects. Maybe even make frames out of them, make boxes out of them as well if you want to, because of course they're printed on both sides. Do a bit of paper folding, a bit of origami with it. £9.95, still going low. £9.88 with 8 sets left. This is the lowest ever price. Ross, my producer, just said It's never been lower than this before. And look at what you can do. You don't have to keep them as 8x8s. You can trim them down, make them into borders, cut them into all sorts of different strips, but these are all the ones that you're getting, all these different patterns. I like that shape in particular, the diamond shape, rather nice. Very easy to paper fold as well if you wanted to do a little bit of origami. Paper engineering they call it, don't they? 4 left, 2 pads, remember, for £9.88, you're looking at just under £5 each, which is crazy, absolutely crazy value. No P&P either. Normally you'd be paying £4.95. If you're not a Freedom member, you will be, but if you are a Freedom member, and everyone has been so far, you're not even paying the £4.95 P&P. Why pay the cost of another pad when you don't have to? Join Freedom. £6.97 for Freedom membership. Makes sense. Lucy, you've just closed our auction and you've locked that price at £9.88. That's what everybody pays who's been in that auction, so congratulations. £9.88 for both of those paper pads from Creative Expressions. Okay, now we've got some masks for you coming up now. I love these. I absolutely adore them. They are Creative Expressions masks as well, because you can emboss with them. You can do all sorts of wonderful effects through them. You can spritz through them, faux bleach through them, ink through them, chalk through them. Oh, there's so many techniques that we've been showing you just lately on TV of using masks. Hopefully they've inspired you. Now, you don't have to choose. You don't have to choose any of these at all because this is a complete set of 7. It's called That Special Touch from Creative Expressions. You've got Child, Love, Hibiscus, and many, many more. Look, every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up. Oh, bit profound. You've got that lovely flourish at the top and at the bottom of that as well, so if you don't want to use the verse all the time, you don't have to. That looks like mosaic, like tumbled triangles. Then you've got the geometric circles, like that one. Love those hearts. Really very fine lines across those hearts, so that'll give you a great effect when you use it. Then you've got your tie yellow ribbon around the old oak tree in the background there by the looks of it. You could just use the tree without the ribbon if you don't want to use it. Just take elements out of these masks. You don't have to use them, the full size all the time. I love that foliage at the end there. Really lovely with the flower. That's the hibiscus one, I think, isn't it? Yes, it is. So these are just great. Really, really good quality, and they'll last you years and years and years. Great quality mylar. Let me just show you some of the boards that we've just got here. That's the prism effect, which I think was the second from last. Already I've taken £10 off. Well, I haven't, Ross has. £10 off, down from £24.50 to £14.50. There we go. Look at these. Aren't they great? There's your tiny yellow ribbon. Topiary tree they call that, but I reckon that's a yellow ribbon around an old oak tree. £2.70 per stencil per mask at the moment. Do like that, like tumbling triangles, tumbling glass. It could be mosaic tiles, couldn't it? Could be that. There's your hibiscus, look. Beautiful. Love those hearts. Valentine's Day, or not just Valentine's, anytime you just want a bit of love, share a bit of love. And there's the profound sentiments as well. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up. So £14.50, £10 off. £10 you're saving by tuning into and turning on to craftpricedrop.com. Got there in the end. Okay, £14.50 for 7 masks works out to just over £2 each. About £2.08 per mask. Yeah, £2.07. Crazy. And they make great gifts on their own. Just one mask to a crafting friend will go down a treat, I'm sure. If you've got Secret Santas, what's your budget? Tenner? Most places say kind of £10 for Secret Santa. £11.07 for 7 gifts. Or are you going to be generous? Is it going to be 1 gift? Or is it treating yourself? £11.07. Is it going to go any lower? Masks, I think, a bit like embossing folders, really are unsung heroes of crafting because you can do so much with them. Great for your mixed media as well. You can put your texture pastes through, your imagination craft sparkle mediums can go through, your slap out on, all those wonderful products that you see and you love and you've got in your craft room. But maybe you're just looking out for some new stencils to have a go. What was the last stencil you bought and how much was it? £5? £6? £7? Some of them, depending on the size, can be up to £10. For £11.07, you're going to get 7 new ones to play with. One more drop coming in. How low can we go? This is going to go to the lowest ever price it's been. I love saying those words, lowest ever price. £9.97, knocked over £14 off. £14.53 is what we're giving you back in your hand. You're spending under a £10 note. There's 17 of these sets remaining. Quite a healthy quantity here. but they're going quick. Is your budget £10? You're probably thinking, oh, I'll look in, but I'm not going to get anything for under a tenner that's worth having. There you go. £9.97, and we've got 13 sets of these stencils left. They're made from high quality mylar, so great for mixed media, brilliant for obviously stenciling with your inks and so on, spritzing through, faux bleach techniques, all those things that you see loads of our guests do on a regular basis. Embossing with them as well. Provided you get your plates right, you can actually emboss the pattern and treat it like a letterpress. You can actually ink it, and then put it onto cardstock and run it through your die cutting machine, and it will ink like a letterpress would. So you've got the positive and the negative. 7 left at £9.97, under £10 for all these, and delivered without any postage if you're a Freedom Club member. It just gets better and better and better, doesn't it? If you join Freedom today, that will give you a month's membership through to the 7th of January 2019. So all your last-minute Christmas gift buying need have no postage attached to them at all. And remember, we've got loads of great shows on our main channel, Hochanda, and also, of course, on Craft Price Drop as well. Okay, one left. Who's going to get the last one? You're dicing with it. You're taking a risk. I hope you're going to get it. Is it in your basket? Check out. Alison, you've closed the auction. Thanks very much.
Price locked.
Price is locked at £9.97. Everyone pays the final low price. Now, if those weren't to your liking, we have actually got some more stencils for you coming up now. Different company. These are from Couture Creations. And, oh, actually, beg your pardon. No, these are embossing folders, not stencils. Embossing folders. So what we've got here for you, you've got the Fresh and Fun collection, which is that one. There we go. This one is called Flint. This one is the large velvet tea lights, is what they call that one. And then the last one is the New Year Dove. There we go, look, the Dove of Love. So these should be £5 each, £4.99 each. 1996 for 4 Couture Creations embossing folders. They will work through any machine, provided the mouth of your machine is big enough for the folder to go through, which is pretty obvious. They'll work through your Geminis, your mechanical machines, your electrical machines, your manual machines. They'll work through all of them. Again, treat them like letterpresses. You can ink them up if you want to. That's another way of using embossing folders as well. Let's get that price going right down though. For 4 embossing folders from Couture Creations, should be £4.99 each, pretty good price. £14.96, we've taken £5 off. So £1.25 has come off that price now, so you're only paying £3.74 per embossing folder, which by anybody's stretch of the imagination is pretty amazing. Amazing value for money. So let's run through them again. You've got the extra floral, New Year Dove, that one is called Dream, and that one at the end there is the large velvet tea light. So they've actually got the wording or the name printed onto the embossing folder for you. And of course the embossing folder is, basically it's 2 parts, it's hinged. And you've got a negative and you've got a positive, I'm sure most of you know that, but in case you're brand new to crafting, you're not sure. The positive fits into the negative and then imprints that pattern onto your cardstock. Or it could be onto things like foam. You could put it possibly onto leatherette, faux leather. It will emboss that for you. Real leather, it embosses brilliantly. Let's look at those boards again for you though. So the New Year Dove is this one just here. So there we are. You can see that New Year Dove with a lovely flourish for the tail. There we are. Look, a bit paisley-ish as well, isn't it, in some respects? Then we've got, I love this one actually, this is called Dream. And they could be spheres, that could be a sun, it could be a moon, if you didn't want to necessarily use all of it. They are flowers, yeah, like bonbon flowers, with beautiful petals and leaves. Then you've got, this one's called Flint. So again, quite paisley-ish, this one, with a few little birds. It looks like a little, what would that be, a little pheasant maybe or something, possibly. Lovely flourishes as well. And then this one is a gorgeous background, that large velvet tea light, really lovely, quite regal that one. Imagine that on, say, mirror card. I reckon that's my favourite one, absolutely. The satin, beautiful, but you're getting all 5. All 4, sorry, all 4. All 4 of them, at the moment, they are not 1996, they're 13 something and they're going down even lower. Is it staying at 13 or is it going below? A lot below. Under a £10 note. £9.78. That's less than £2.50. It's about £2.45 each, roughly, for these. 698221. All 4 embossing folders on their way for under a £10 note. A lot of our auctions today have been under £10. How incredible is that? Put them in your basket and check out while we've got this stock. There's never a guarantee that we can bring this back. Sometimes we can, and sometimes we bring them back slightly higher price, slightly lower price. But will we get... I've not seen these before, actually. I'm not saying they're brand new, but I've not seen them before. So maybe you haven't either. Grab them while we've got them. £9.75 for all 4 folders. Tea lights, the Dream, the Dove, and also the Flint, the extra Flint. And you can see at a glance exactly what the patterns are as well, can't you? But maybe you want to do what we've done. And maybe you'd rather kind of actually ink one and have like a card and put it in the middle, or put it in the front of the folder, so you can at a glance really see exactly what the folders are going to do for you. Okay, we're going down even further, down even lower. It was £9.72. How much lower can we go? They can't go much lower than that, surely. £8.94. Wow. £8.94 is the lowest price ever. I've said those words again. £2.23 per embossing folder, and we've got 8 chances to get in this auction. 8 of these remain, that's all. 8 sets. Embossing folders, you'll use them again and again and again. There's nothing to wear out on them. There's nothing to run out. It's not a consumable. You've had them for years. And you can either ink them, just emboss with them, just take certain elements of the embossing out. It's entirely up to you. £8.94. Better than half price. Yeah, if you doubled that, you'd be looking at just under £18, wouldn't you? So, well under half price. 5 left from Couture Creations. We've got about 20 minutes left on the show. And we do it every day, remember, at 11 a.m. Online only, craftpricedrop.com. I'll be doing the one tomorrow as well, so make sure if you can over the weekend, you don't forget to tune into us, craftpricedrop.com, every day at 11 a.m. for sometimes things you've seen before and sometimes brand new things. Mary's got the last one. Mary's locked the price. Thank you, Mary. Everyone now, thanks to you, pays just £8.94 for all 4 of those embossing folders. Right then. Some dies. We haven't done any dies yet today, have we? No, first die set. It's unusual. Okay, now these are just like the last embossing folders. These are again from Couture Creations, and they are the intricate dies. These, we got 3 die sets, and these are £37.97. So you're looking at about £11.99, £12.99 each. £12.99 each is what they should be. But obviously these ones here, the big square ones, they will be slightly more expensive than obviously one on the end there, because there's an awful lot more going on in these dies. That's a lovely one actually, that one there. If I turn it around. Now Evergreen and Crystal Aroma are worth £13.49 each, so those 2 there. This one is £10.99, okay? So that's the way that the price is arrived at. And again, you can use them to not only cut, but also emboss. I mean, imagine that cut out 4 times. That will make a lovely, like a star, like a star topper in the middle of a card. That will look really lovely. So that's that one. This one I love. Look at just how intricate that is. As a background, the falling leaves. Not just autumnal, could be spring-like. Really lovely. And it gives you a card make idea on the front. That's been done out of gold mirror card. So that's a big die there actually, and there's a lot of cutting area as you can see, but it stays, hang on a minute, does it stay in the cardstock? I think it does. Actually no, it does cut out. There is a cutting edge around the outside edge, yeah. So no, it will cut out, beg your pardon. So you can obviously layer it on top of a card blank if you wanted to do that. That would look lovely. But if you want to see detail, look no further than this. This has got to be one of the most intricate dies I think I've ever seen. You can see why they're called intricates, because that's incredible. And again, on the front, you can see there's that beautiful background, like a trellis that it cuts out for you. If you don't want to use the whole thing, you can cut it into strips, you can cut it into shapes, whatever you want to do with it. But they should be £37.97. So this should be 13, what was it, Ross? £13.49 for that one, £13.49 for that one, and £10.90 something for that one. £10.99. So that's what you should be paying. Look at these arrows. They're flashing, they're crashing. Here comes that price to £26.98, £11 off. So that really is the cost of that one. You're getting that one for nothing. You're buying those two, you're getting that one free. Can we do better? $26.98, that's not a bad price for all those dies. And again, if you want to multiple cut them out numerous times to create a lovely intricate background on maybe a scrapbooking page or something, you can cut them out as many times as you like. But great to have so many backgrounds. £26.98. Coming up to 20 to 12, only about 15 minutes left of this online auction at craftpricedrop.com. That's where you need to be. If you're watching us and you're not actually on that website, you can't put things in your basket. 18.32, £19 off. £19 from 37.97 to 18.32, nearly £20 off. Bar 5 pence, or no, 35 pence. It's nearly, yeah. It's a good deal. It's a really good deal. That's a really, really good price at 18.32 for all three of them. They will, again, size permitting, work in all your machines. So your Gemini, your Cuttlebug, your Big Shot, manual, electronic machines, doesn't matter. They'll work in all of them. They'll give you amazing results. £18.32, craftpricedrop.com. Where are you watching us? On Facebook? Hello if you are. You've got to get that website up to be able to see the item, to put it in your basket and check out. Lucinda, don't go. Come back. Have you put it in your basket? Have you checked out? Is that what you've done? Hopefully you'll come back. She'll be back soon. She's here every day, I think. Okay, let's take it down even lower. Let's drop that price even further to £14.20. That is about 2/3 off the price, isn't it? Yeah. £37.97 to £14.20. That's a saving of £23 and about 70 odd p as well. So very good deal here. I love the background that this creates. There's the leaves, as you can see, the falling leaves. I'll turn that other one round. Let me just turn them all round so you can see again exactly what you can do, because it does give you a card making idea on the front of the packaging. So there's your kind of trellis, your floral trellis, really intricate. The leaf one's slightly more open, but really lovely. And then this one, obviously, stands alone, but if you want to cut 3 or 4 of them out, make a fantastic topper, like a star. It would make a star, wouldn't it, if you cut 4 out and then kind of join them together in the middle. And you can maybe put the pointed end into the middle rather than the bulbous end into the middle. Play around with it, snip into it as well. 7 left then at £14, 7 chances to get these into your basket, 6 now. No one is paying a penny more than £14 at the moment. Everyone is paying that price, plus your P&P, if you're not a Freedom Club member, which I think all of you have been. Yep, not a single person has had to pay postage this morning that we've seen so far. Everyone is in the Freedom Club, so that's good news. £6.97 to join if you want to be a member. 888 your item number. And lots of you do watch, I know, abroad as well, and you too can be a member of Freedom if you want to shop with us in Europe. It's €14.97 if you want to join, and we'll show you a little slide of that a bit later. And if you're in America, it's $19.99 for Freedom membership, and that covers all of your shipping and handling. You don't pay any postage at all, and special Freedom prices on certain items as well. Okay. One left at $13.95. That's going to be the final price by the look of it. Who's going to get the last one of those 3 die sets? Penny, you close the auction. Thanks, Penny.
Price lock.
You've locked it. Everyone pays. Just to confirm, £13.95 is what everybody got those dies for, which is pretty good going. Now, not seen this paper before until today. Really different, and I really like it. This is actually our crocodile paper, our crocodile patterned coloured paper. 50 sheets of crocodile effect paper. £1 a sheet. That's kind of par for the course, I would have thought. Yeah, designer paper like that, £1 a sheet. 50 quid's worth. And you've got them in all these lovely different colours. They've got a metallic sheen to them as well. They really have. That gunmetal grey is gorgeous. Look. This could be snakeskin as well, if you wanted it to be. You can add some gilding wax to it as well if you wanted to do that. You could, of course, it already has been embossed, but if you wanted to emboss other patterns onto it as well, you could probably do that too. Okay, we've taken £10 off already, so £40 now. We've taken it down to 80 pence a sheet, 80p a sheet for the crocodile effect, or again, it could be the snake effect, couldn't it? £40. I'm sure we can do better than that. And by the way, on the reverse side, you've still got that metallic shine, but it's just a classic black background to it on the back, okay? But on the front, you've got this beautiful metallized effect. And there's the crocodile. It's an embossed crocodile. You could make it, yeah, maybe a bag. Maybe you've got some of those little bag making die sets that Tonic released a little while ago. That would be fantastic to make those handbags out of this effect, wouldn't it? You've got silver, you've got grey, you've got olive green, you've got a burgundy red there as well, like a champagne gold. Beautiful effect, something very different, and we've halved that price. We're down now to £25 for all 50 sheets of this mock croc paper. £25 you pay, £25 you spend. Just over 10 minutes on this online auction today to bag a bargain if you've not bagged one already. And no P&P, remember, if you're a Freedom member, delivered to your door. But at the moment, just £24.32. You're going to die cut with it, cut strips into it, mat and layer with it. It's going to have this texture, which is really, really quite eye-catching. And some of them, if you see that champagne colour one there, that actually doesn't have like a black line to it at all. But if you look at the, it almost looks like it's been brass rubbed, doesn't it? You've got like a dark outline to the actual markings of the crocodile, but on the lighter shade you haven't got it. So you've got a little bit of both going on there. Different, unusual, not seen them before, have you? 50 sheets of crocodile paper, £15 we're down to. We've taken £35 off the price. So for 50 sheets at £15, what does that work out to per sheet now? 70, no. 33p a sheet. 33p for designer papers like this. 50 sheets of crocodile paper. Really cool, really different, really unusual. That's a lovely colour. We've only got 20 sets remaining now. That's almost like a burgundy brown, isn't it, that? And that's got the black outline to each and every one of those scales. So you have on the dark grey as well. It is like someone's got gilding wax and just kind of smothered it over the top, isn't it? But it's completely evenly coated with this wonderful metallic sheen. I think the champagne's my favourite colour, that there, isn't it? Lovely. You've got two different shades, really. You've got like a slightly darker and then a slightly lighter champagne beneath it there, like a sand. OK, you want a better price than £15 for 50 sheets? Well, they should be £1 each. OK, you want a better price? We can do a better price. How much better? That's the question. Under a £10 note, £9.60, 19 sets left. You've got to be in quick. Now that price has gone below £10, everyone's going to want them. Working out to just 19p a sheet for patterned colour crocodile papers. Different, unusual. This is the sort of thing that if you saw them in a craft shop on a shelf, you'd stop because they're quirky and they're different, and you'd expect to pay £1 a sheet. You wouldn't think you were being, fleeced by spending that sort of money on a sheet of paper like this, because it's different, it's unusual. Where else would you find paper like this? I've not seen it anywhere else. I'm not saying that it isn't available anywhere else, but I've just not seen them. Crocodile paper, or it could be snake skin. £15. No, it's not. 15 left. £9.60. Under a tenner. They're going quick. We had 19 a couple of seconds ago. We're now down to 13. 60 we've come in the last, half a minute or so. Now's the time to put them in your basket. craftpricedrop.com, that's the website, not hochanda.com. It's craftpricedrop.com on the online version, which is what this is. Put it in your basket and check out. That confirms your purchase, and you will only pay whatever that final price becomes. That's what you'll be charged, and no one today has paid postage. I still think that's the case. Everyone has been a Freedom Club member. Got my badge on today, didn't forget it. Normally I do. 8 left. Is £9.60 the final price? I think it might be. So you've got 6 chances to get in. If you want more than one set, you can have a couple of sets, 3 sets. It's entirely up to you. Really expensive looking paper, this. Also, maybe you're going to be covering this, using this paper to actually cover maybe a project, a mixed media project, and you want to have that crocodile effect. Maybe trays and things like that would look good. I mean, it's not rice paper, don't get me wrong. It's got a thickness to it, but you could still use it for mixed media. You really could. 2 left at £9.60. All those fabulous colours in the crocodile effect. 1 remaining. Who's going to get the last one? £9.60 for designer papers. Can't be sniffed at. Jeannie, congratulations, Jeannie. You got the last crocodile effect paper.
Price lock.
It's locked. It's confirmed. Now we're going to light up your life a little bit. £9.60 everybody pays, the final low price. Fab. Okay, now with Christmas very much on our minds at the moment, to be honest, these aren't just Christmassy. I think LED lights like this can be used all over the place. You can use them anywhere you choose. Lots of people I know choose to put them inside maybe models. I'm a model fan. I like to make model boats and stuff like that. And I actually drilled holes in a model replica of the Titanic so that I could put lights in like this, so it looks like the lights are actually shining through the windows of the boat. It took a bit of time to do it, but it was lights like this that I actually used. Now what you're getting here now are 8 sets of LED snowflake wired battery operated lights. Now you don't get the batteries with them, but you do get 8 controllers, and it's basically on off at the switch. That's all you've got to concern yourself with. And they take 3 AA batteries, and you've got 9 of these packs, and they are really cute snowflake LEDs. Now it may be that you want to wear them yourself. It may be that you want to incorporate lights into an outfit, for example. Maybe you're wearing a Christmas jumper or something like that, and you want to have them around your neck. You want to have them woven in and out of fabric designs or something like that. You can put them around pictures, you can put them around cupboards, you can put them around really wherever you want to. Put them around your bedroom. Why not have fairy lights in the bedroom window, kitchen window? They'd look fantastic. And you don't need a plug point because they're all battery operated. I've got some similar to this actually that I decorate. I've got old drinks bottles, like rum jars that are particularly attractive and decorative. A friend of mine used to drink a certain brand of rum, and the bottles were lovely. So I have the bottles off of him because I don't like rum. And I've got lights like this in the bottles on the top of the covers in the kitchen. They look fantastic. And of course they're all independent, so you can AA batteries these days. You can get good deals on those in high street stores or online. Very, very inexpensive. And also these are LEDs, so the battery should last you a long time on here. And maybe you want to put them into things that you've made. Maybe you want to put them into like this little MDF candle holder. I mean, naked flames at Christmas. Some people like real candles. I do too as well, I must admit. But if you've got lots of things going on in the family, lots of guests and visitors and pets that are getting excited, maybe it's a better idea and a safer idea to have something like these. If we just kind of turn the lights down a little bit in the studio, they're very effective. And of course this box with the batteries in can go in there if you want, or just hide it around the back if you choose. But I think they look really, really lovely. A few of those dotted around the house look great. Now, the big question is, how low can we go? You're going to get 8 sets of these snowflake LED wired lights. $39.92, so they should be $4.99 a set. Is that right? Yeah, $4.99 a set. Okay. We don't want you to charge or be paid or charge you $4.99 a set. We want to get that price right down. Let's get it down to as low as we possibly can. $29.72 means that each set now we're charging you $3.71 per set. Now that's ridiculous. And also these are wired lights as well. So if you shape them, they very often keep their shape. So rather than just being something that's a little bit, random, you can wrap it around things if you wanted to, like banisters, vases. You can wrap it around really whatever you wanted to, either on the outside, or you can also help it to keep its shape. If you're putting them inside a vase and you want it, maybe the vase is quite tall, you don't want all the lights to kind of pool at the bottom. You want to be able to kind of hang them so that you get light throughout the vase. Just have a play with them. We've only got 3 minutes left. We've got 8 of these, and each takes 3 AA batteries, not AAAs but AAs. Okay, they're all the same, all these snowflakes. They're from Craft Buddy. If you want to gift them and separate them, they come in separate little plastic wallets as well. So they're really quite cute as maybe, again, Secret Santa ideas or something like that. But because they're not plugged in, you can wear them yourself, feed them through maybe through buttonholes and things like that. Why not? If you've got like a waistcoat, you could feed them. They could become LED buttons, couldn't they? Why not feed them through your buttonhole? There you go, look. You could have an illuminated illuminated waistcoat. I think that looks really quite cool. Actually, let me put the next one in as well. See how that looks. Hey, hang on a minute. I think I'm onto something here. How cool is this? That does look good, doesn't it? A snowflake waistcoat. Because they literally go where you tell them to. Look at that. Oh, that's really pretty cool. I like it. Okay, my new favourite thing. Now, if you want these, please get in quickly. We've only got 12 left. It's the lowest ever price that we've done these for. £2.43 a set. Split them between yourself and your friends or whatever. If you don't necessarily want 8 sets yourself, 4 for you, 4 for your next door neighbour, 4 for someone who you're having coffee with at the moment. They're just good fun, and you can play with them, decorate, whatever. I'm trying to find other ways of using them. Oh yeah, put another one in there. Okay, we're going to do another little plummet. I've now got illuminated snowflake buttons. Couple of minutes left to get these. What do you think? Looks all right, doesn't it? Hey! Welcome to my disco. 9 left at £19.20. I know you can find these out and about, but to get them at this sort of price per set is pretty cool. How are you going to be wearing yours, or what are you going to be doing with them? Where are you going to be putting them? What are you going to be illuminating with these? Are you too going to have a snowflake waistcoat? I think every home should have one. Every gent should, and lady, because waistcoats look good on ladies too. Everyone should have a festive illuminated waistcoat this Christmas, I think so. Love it. And of course, because they're not plugged in, they're perfectly safe. Just battery power, that's all. 3 left at £19.20. We've got 2 remaining now. If you're quick, you can get in and get these LEDs, the snowflake LEDs. 1 left. 1 remaining. Paula, you got the last one.
Price lock.
Oh, that's a shame. I have to put this in my pocket and have to keep the set. I'm kind of rather attached to them at the moment. So, oh, last item then. Oh, we don't have time for this. We've got literally seconds on the show. Oh, bye. That'll be in another show very, very soon, I'm sure. But here, if you want your LED snowflakes, make sure you've checked out your basket. I'll see you on Hochanda at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So I'll see you there with a one-day special, that bag dye kit that we were talking about, make your own bags. That will be with Lizzie and myself at 1 p.m. So whatever you do, make sure you join me for that if you possibly can. And also throughout the day, I'll be doing lots of other shows on Hochanda too. And don't forget, we'll be doing another one of these online tomorrow at 11 a.m. as well. So I'll see you for the Saturday one tomorrow morning. And there'll be another one on TV tonight at 7 p.m. So yeah, Matt will have the one tonight at 7 o'clock on Hochanda. So thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy what you purchased and join us at craftpriceDrop.com again tomorrow.